Hello, my dears. This is the energy update and energy frequencies for January 2021. And again, my feeling is this has already started. These tendencies have already started. And the first thing I'm going to dive right into it. The first thing I want to share with you, in my perception, now these are the energies for the collective, right? It could be that it does not resonate with you at all because you're on a completely different path right now. That's okay, that's cool. But for the most part, this is what I sense in the collective is there more predominantly than other energy frequencies. The first image that I received, and that I also, it was an image in terms of a picture, but also in terms of feeling the energies, is small waves throughout the month of January, right? And they're very even, in my mind anyway. They're very even, but little waves, not big ones, and not big ups and downs and then small ones, but very even, small little waves. And for me, it's very strongly like there will be lovely moments of achievement and of clarity and of moving forward and of contentment that we will be able to experience, right? Or most of us, a lot of us. So these are these high points. But at the same time, it seems like this is not going to last long. There's going to be a dip and we are going to have to deal with something. Some old stuff, something that is just acutely important, or sometimes it can feel like a setback. It's like, hey, I thought I just got this and now I'm back to square one. That's not what it is. It is moving forward, right? But it kind of moves forward in this up and down motion. So if you perceive that as well, experience that throughout the month of January, don't resist it, because it's okay. This is exactly what's there. It's okay. Ride the wave and know that it is all going to turn out the way you want it to, because these up points, for me, they seem stronger. Okay? And these down points, it's not, you're not going to drop that far down. It really feels like it's all pretty much centered, but there are going to be ups and downs throughout the month. That sounds like a very general statement, but I hope you know what I mean in terms of the experience. And in that, like, how you can deal with it best is that you use these down phases, like when it goes down and it seems like a step back, or it seems like you're failing with something, or you're dealing with emotions that you don't want to deal with. The best way to deal with it is not to put up the resistance, but to just allow it to be. Like, it cannot be a wave if you block it, and then you cause suffering for yourself. So if you just go with it, you also know this dip, this going downwards, is not going to last long, because they're not huge waves. They're small. Like the time frame is really quick. So even if you experience, I'm going downhill emotionally, psychologically, in whatever way, know that, okay, but I also know that there is going to be a lot of this, so it has to pass quickly. So maybe tomorrow is already a better day. Okay, so just go with it and don't put up resistance. That is going to help you, right? Now, the second thing that you might experience is, because the collective always around the change of the year has this air of expectation and of looking forward to something new, that is also there. The energy of new beginnings is there in different aspects of your life and collectively, right? This energy of new beginnings can actually also be woven into this wave pattern, or the other way around. The wave pattern can be woven into the energy of new beginnings. Allow this to happen, allow it to be, sense it and fuel it with your own intentions, with your own desires, wishes, positive frequencies and energies. That is the recipe for this moving into something new, creating something new. And if you feel like you also want to reinvent yourself, or you want to start something new, you want to put something out into the world that you have held back up until now, it's a good time to actually go into that, work on that, or just do it. It's good, right? And you are being asked, that is another aspect, what you will observe throughout the next couple of weeks could trigger you in a lot of ways, because also in this new beginning, it also means old stuff is coming up in the collective, meaning old stuff that has to come up, that has to be purged, that has to be renewed, restored, and healed. Okay, so there might be things coming up that are not very nice to look at or to accept. But we are being asked to, if we want to deal with it constructively, in a constructive way, to remove ourselves emotionally from getting involved in theories about why this is this way, who is involved, why are they involved, and so on, because there will be loads of different perspectives on that. And if we get caught up in it emotionally, entangled, and ideologically, we're losing it. We're losing ourselves. We're losing the whole point of this, and we will have to work our way back into centeredness. So rather than doing that, stay centered from the get-go. Okay, and how do we do that? I always love if we can get kind of practical advice, because it's like, yeah, stay centered. How on earth am I going to do that once I just get, the ball is rolling and I get involved in it? It's really like, remind yourself that whatever seems the truth could also be just another layer of an onion that will have to be revealed at some time and at some stage and being taken away, because it was also just an illusion. It was also just non-truth. So watch with caution and listen with caution to what you're being told, being shown, because things are not the way they seem, and the explanations of something that is coming up, there are aspects to it that are also not the way you're supposed to believe they are. Okay? So remove yourself and take on a perspective of objectiveness, just observing. Observe as removed as possible, right? From a kind of a position of observation, neutrality, maybe wisdom. Just observe and see how it unfolds. You can have your own inner thoughts, but resist the temptation of being trapped or caught by certain streams of, I want to say, opinions that are trying to get your attention, your emotional energy. Resist that if you can. And with that position of neutrality, you are so helpful to all of us. You're so helpful to the collective, because it means it's serene, and it is assisting everybody in assuming a more calm state of being. And this is what we will need throughout the year. And the more of us that can stay calm, right, and stay neutral within our emotional field, and then try to support the positive energies of hope, of support, of joy, of light. That is what we need. And everybody who's watching this and who resonates with it, let's do this, okay? We're in this together. Let's do this. Everybody who's watching this and says, that's all a lot of BS, that's okay too. There are other videos for you out there too, and you do whatever you need to do. That's totally fine. Okay? So that is also what is from an energetic point of view, being asked of us if we want that, if we want to assist that positive stream. And what another aspect that you in your personal life you may notice is, and it has already started, is that there are tendencies there that will bring up old memories for you, that will bring up things from your past that you thought were not an issue, or that you thought you hadn't even thought about in XY years, right? Like there could be, you might have dreams about people from your past that you hadn't even thought of in 30 years, and that you may not even have had great dealings with, like people from school or people from an old job or from a holiday, but not even people that you particularly remember or that you had anything great to do with or any emotional ties. But this might pop up. And watch this, observe it, look at it. And also what might come up very strongly is the re-experiencing of past connections, like deep connections that you may have had in the past, even if you have not spoken for so many years. But there is an energy, and for me, I see it like this network, this web of these strings that connect us all, like we're all connected, right? But those of us who have like strong soul bonds, and it doesn't matter whether we're in each other's lives like physically, but those of us who are connected on a soul level, these connections are lighting up right now for a lot of us, which means you may think of someone in the past, or more than one person in the past, someone you have had strong feelings for, or a very deep connection with, very maybe inexplicably deep bond with, and you find yourself having these memories, and maybe even these the emotional world that you have experienced then are just this experience of the bond again. And I want to, if that is something that you notice, I want to verify this for you. It is real. And if you could talk to the other person, my sense is that if we could see what is going on a soul level, on an energetic level, we would see that this is all real, and that this energy thread that goes out from you when you think of somebody you have loved, or you might still love even if they're not in your life, it's coming back. It's like they notice it, they feel it, or maybe it is actually happening simultaneously at the same time. Whoever thought about the other one first, who knows? But it's like it is real. It is real. It is there, and it's something to be celebrated. And if you have the impulse of maybe contacting that person, you can follow that or not. That is not even so relevant. Although it would be nice to get the conversation or the confirmation. Yes, I've been thinking about you too, and this has been so strong for the past couple of days or weeks, or it would be nice to get the confirmation, because then you would see as well in real life that this is real. We are connected. We are connected on soul level. It is all energy. And we're all energy. And especially if it's a deep soul bond, a loving energy, it is so strong, and it is so real. So I want to encourage you, if this is something you experience, it's happening for a lot of us in the collective right now, and celebrate it, enjoy it. It's partly part of your story that you tell yourself about your life, but also if it is so intense that you cannot even look away, that it's like, why is this there? Embrace it, celebrate it, live it. It's fine, it's good. And if you want to act on it in terms of making contact again, not to get back together with somebody but to, well, who knows? It could be that you might end up being in each other's lives again in a total different way. But in terms of maybe confirming to each other the soul connection, you can do that, right? You can do that if this is what your inner self tells you, your inner being tells you to do, and then you would get the confirmation. So these are the tendencies for January 2021, and just leaving you with this strong reminder to stay as much as possible objective about things, if we even can do that, but like removing ourselves from the getting too much involved. Really put yourself in your mind on top of a hill, watching everything that is going on down there, because it will twist and change, and just when you think you had a hold on it and you got it, it's going to change again. And it's really like layers will be taking off, and each layer will feel like truth, and this is it. And then it's like, bam, no, another revelation. Oh, this is actually just as false as the layer above it and above it. So wait until these layers have been removed and the clearer light comes up, and then rejoin again with your own inner truth, the light of your own inner truth. Rejoin the subject, and filter out what makes sense to you. Okay, and we are helping each other the most if we can stay neutral and supportive and centered and grounded and connected and loving, and not on the surface, not with words, not with, oh, be hopeful, and that's not it, but with the way we vibrate and share our own frequency. And this is, we need to become what we want to send out. It's what I always say, right? So this is it for January 2021 energy forecast. I'm going to love you and leave you just for today, and we'll hear each other next time.